Hey, this is Ken for the Information Nation. How's everybody doing today? Have you ever wondered what corporate fascism does for the American people? Well, we have a thing here with R.J. Reynolds Company, or corporation, whatever you want to call them, Big Tobacco. And makers of Fuse e-cigarettes is lobbying to ban vaping. That's right, you vapors out there. You know, the ones that you get your own tanks, your own batteries, you get your own special, mocha, choca, or whatever in the heck it is, e-liquid. You put it in your atomizer and you vape. There's nothing wrong with that, except R.J. Reynolds thinks that you should be regulated. You see, the biggest tobacco company is R.J. Reynolds, which also owns, now listen to this, it also owns the fast-growing e-cigarette brand Fuse, is trying real hard to convince lawmakers to ban vaping. Now, you would think that that's kind of a contradiction in terms. You know, wait a minute, you own Fuse and you want to ban vaping. It's not as dumb as you think it is. These corporate bastards, what they're trying to do is ban vaping, but keep their product on the market. Because you see, Reynolds submitted, we had this thing with, sending in our viewpoints to the Food and Drug Administration before they start having their hearings. And, guys like me and other vapors out there, you might have sent them a page or 2 pages. And R.J. Reynolds submitted a 119-page document to the Food and Drug Administration, arguing to ban open systems. And an open system is, like I said, you get your atomizer, you get your battery. Like I use a Sigali, and I've got a Smoke RSST on top of my my Sigali, and I add my own liquid and I vape. Well, R.J. Reynolds says, no, that's not good for you. You see, we should be the only ones to tell you what you can vape. Now, R.J. Reynolds is in the process of acquiring Lorillard, the tobacco company which owns the top-selling e-cigarette brand, Blue e-cigs. Now, here's the thing. What they want to do, see, they don't want to ban e-cigs. They want to ban vaping. So the battle has begun. The battle has begun with these pricks. And they're going to try to take away another thing from the American people because, you know why? You're stupid. They're smart. They own this big corporation. You're just a scumbag who goes out and buys their product. Now, of course, this is expected as soon as the FDA, we believe open system vapor products create a unique public health risk. These systems are highly subject to adulteration and tampering, a Reynolds representative told the Journal. What I would like to know is if the representative from Reynolds turned around and told the Journal, if we get rid of vaping, how much money we can make. This has nothing to do with public health. This has to do with corporate profits. That's all this has to do with is corporate profits. These are the same bastards that got kids hooked on cigarettes. They have all the carcinogens in their analog cigarettes which burn and make people sick and give them cancer, and they're going to talk about a public health risk? That's bullshit. Of course, this was expected. As soon as the FDA proposed its e-cig regulations this spring, it was clear that the rules favored big brands and threatened to choke the competition. And that's it. If you get rid of your competition, who's left? It's like Walmart moving into a small community. Or Safeco, or any of the rest of these mega stores. They move in, and all of a sudden your small corner drugstore, where you've known the pharmacist for the last 20 years, is gone. The local clothier, the local, grocery stores, the rest of it are gone. Why? Because the big corporations moved in. They undercut them until they couldn't make a profit anymore, and they ran them out of business, and that's exactly what R.J. Reynolds wants to do. They want to kill the vaping industry so they have a monopoly. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. The lengthy report from Reynolds was submitted during the FDA public comment period, which ended August 8th. The other tobacco companies weighed in too, but not as strictly as Reynolds, which will ultimately have the biggest stake in e-cigs and the most incentive to nip the vaping craze in the bud. Tobacco companies may have thought they were being clever by embracing the digital smoke that threatens to steal away a chunk of their nicotine-addicted customer base, but instead the trend got away from them. Sales of e-cigs can pick up whatever the heck it is. Regular cigarettes are tanking. But this comes from the Winston-Salem Journal. All right, the Winston-Salem Journal says Reynolds American wants FDA to ban vapor e-cigs. But when you scroll down on this thing, it's telling you the same thing the other article told you, 119-page submission that the agency used, ban the use of vapor electronic cigarettes. But when you come down towards the bottom here and you get a little farther down into it, you start to see, here we go, Wells Fargo security analyst Bonnie Herzog estimates overall U.S. e-cig revenue reached $2 billion in 2013. She predicts it will increase to $10 billion in 2017. Herzog predicts Reynolds will have $4 billion in revenue from e-cigs in 2021 compared to $3.9 billion from conventional cigarettes. That compared with barely any e-cig revenue and $6.4 billion in conventional cigarettes revenue in 2013. The thing is, these corporate bastards want to shut down vaping, and they want to say, see, we have what you need. We have these bastards are nothing more than pushers. Oh, look at here, puppy. We have a e-cig for you, and it's loaded with good stuff like nicotine for you, so you can become hooked on this product. They're worried about us. Oh, well, with all the fancy flavors that the e-cigarette people have, it could be very attractive to children. They're worried about us? These scumbags? These scumbags plotted to get people hooked on cigarettes. They deliberately pushed cigarettes to children. And they're worried about the vapors. You guys don't stand up for this. These bastards, these corporate fascists will get away with this crap. And you know what? You're not going to be able to buy your batteries, your Cigalis, or whatever else you use, your MVP2s. You won't be able to buy your Addies, your rebuildables. You won't be able to buy your juices. Why? Because you'll have to go to R.J. Reynolds to get your stuff. And the thing that they're not looking at is the fact that a lot of people out there don't even use nicotine in their juice. So it's kind of a limp-wristed attack on vaping. But they're going to get away with this if we don't stop them. And the reason being is because the scumbags in government are in bed with the scumbags from R.J. Reynolds. The FDA is useless when it comes to stuff like this. That's the problem. We've got to nip this in the bud before it starts really rolling. The World Health Organization's report authors expressed concern about the ability to manufacture the vapor products to insert liquid compounds other than nicotine solutions. They also said there has not been enough time to determine whether e-cigs will contribute to many diseases of interest, such as cancer. The association of e-cigs with such diseases will not be available for years or even decades. But they're all getting involved. They're all getting their 2 cents in. Reynolds is confident enough in Fuse that it plans to sell the top-selling U.S. brand Blue e-cigs as part of a $27.4 billion offer for Lorillard. Reynolds would sell Blue e-cigs and its 41% U.S. market share to Imperial Tobacco Group, PLC, in a related $7.1 billion deal. This has nothing to do with vaping. This has to do all with business. That's all it is. They got nothing better to do than increase their corporate profits and crap all over the average person. You want to know what fascism is, what corporate fascism is? Here you have it. The government and the companies, the corporations in bed with each other, screwing the average person. Hey, this has been Ken for the Information Nation. Hope you continue to rock on this YouTube channel, and we will talk to you again soon. So just keep on vaping and help shut down these corporate bastards.